And over the next 5 days, every day we had 100 people signing up every minute.
Wow.
Eventually we paid him 200 rupees a sign up for 300,000 people.
Wow. Wow.
They actually grilled us.
Okay.
Like, कौन आएगा, कैसे आएगा, can we select this influencer, can we do this?
Was Anupam your first choice? Today's video is sponsored by the Retirement Planning Webinar by Fix Your Finance. Did you know that 77% of Indians don't save for the retirement, while 61% are scared that the retirement savings will deplete in the first 10 years? Retirement planning is a very unique financial goal. It cannot be delayed beyond a certain point. It is a non-negotiable milestone, and thanks to the advanced healthcare, our lifespan is constantly increasing, because of which we have to save a bigger amount. This goal looks like an absolutely daunting task, but if we plan our finances in advance, our retirement will truly be the golden period. Join me in our comprehensive retirement planning webinar, wherein we'll discuss all the complexities of the retirement planning as a financial goal to make it the most stress-free financial goal for you and your loved ones. In this webinar, we'll address 3 fundamental questions of the goal. How much do we need? How do we reach that amount? And what do we do with that amount to generate an inflation-adjusted income? Along with this, we will also address the downsides of early retirement. सब लोग fire के अच्छी बातें करते हैं, but we should also look at the other side. This webinar, along with its guides and tools, will act as a secure roadmap for your retirement planning. So hurry up, spaces are limited. Sign up for this webinar using the link in description, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello and welcome to the first episode of this season Shark Tales. Shark Tales एक ऐसा सीरीज है जहाँ पे मैं और मेरी पूरी टीम अलग-अलग शार्क टैंक में आई हुई कंपनीज के पास जाती है, and we try to cover their story. Today I am in Mumbai and I am with the founders of Wyld. Wyld एक social currency company है. They featured on Shark Tank last week and they got a funding from Anupam Mittal. Welcome to the show, Dishant. Welcome to the show, Ridge. How's it going?
Fantastic.
First question. What is the change in timings that you guys have experienced after that episode?
There's no timings of what are timings. Like, we don't know what timing is.
And was your life the same before the episode as well?
Kind of, because we were prepping for Shark Tank.
Yeah.
So after Shark Tank, after the shoot was done, we don't knew what was the result. So we started prepping. We knew that this could be the thing because we know what we lived.
Before we move on, can you please explain what Wyld does and what is the product?
Wyld was born from this germ of an idea that that every single person in the world is an influencer, and we truly believe this. Every single day we impact people, we influence people without realizing it. Our family, our friends, our colleagues, our social circle, and because of social media now, we post about a lot of that as well on social media. And yet, what do we get from it? Right? The entire influencer marketing industry is focused on the 1% of people who have a large number of followers.
True.
What about the 99% who have followers but get nothing? They don't get to live the influencer lives, right? So we wanted to build a platform that allows everybody on social media with as little as 1,000 followers and above on Instagram as a platform that we're starting with to make money from their followers.
Based on my understanding,
Sure.
I'll try to explain what Wyld does.
Okay.
A lot of people in my life are kind of famous in their social groups for something or the other.
Sure.
One of my friends always wears the best trendy socks.
Sneakers, alright.
Sneakers.
You're already getting influenced by that person. That's what influencing
Exactly.
is.
There's a girl who wears the best jewelry or the best accessories, but till now, all she got was, she's well dressed, she has good accessories, maybe I'll also buy.
Yeah.
But now this woman has an option that every time I buy a shade, buy a goggle, buy a pair of goggles or buy a necklace, I can put it up on my social media. My friends will definitely buy, and I will get that amount for free. I'll get a cashback from the brand.
Correct.
Is that what Wyld does?
That's
Correct.
exactly what it does.
But it doesn't matter how many people buy because of that.
Okay.
Once you give a shout out, you earn that cashback. Doesn't matter how many people actually go and buy.
So there is no relation with the engagement.
There's no relation.
So we'll understand the product in detail.
Sure.
But first, why this industry? Why this idea, and when did this idea come into your mind?
Actually, 4 years, Yash and I have been working together in the creator space. Idea एक ही था कि simple था कि creator space is growing. 2016 में मुझे idea आया था कि creator space every day कोई Facebook में networking now करके एक group था, आता था food bloggers चाहिए, fashion bloggers चाहिए. That time bloggers का word was used a lot. And that time I started working on it. Idea वही था कि एक directory बना देते हैं of all the influencers or bloggers or creators now that any brand one can wants to work with, they can go and search and work on it.
Perfect.
After that, I met Yash. Yash told my idea on the thing only कि क्या मस्ती कर रहा है, सीधा तेरे पापा के बिजनेस में जा, ये सब में मत जा, कि इसमें कुछ स्कोप ही नहीं है. After 1-2 months, he called back and like, I was researching on this. Actually, there's a scope. I don't mind helping you part time, you, not even partnering. Part time मैं आके help कर दूँगा, जो चाहिए वो कर लेना.
ठीक है.
तो मैंने ठीक है, अभी IIT बॉम्बे है, याश और of course like then we started working together. We created a platform called Influnite, which connected influencers and brands together.
What's the name?
Influnite.
Influnite. Okay.
Yeah, we shut down that thing. After that, like we realized we created a solution of problem which never existed. So ना brand managers को कुछ problem आ रहा था, ना influencers को platform में आके search करना था कि कौन से brand के साथ काम करना है. Brand managers were like, take my money and start doing the campaigns. So accidentally we became an agency. That time only idea came, like you know, एक campaign आया था. Brand comes to us and says, I want influencers who matches my brand vibe. And I was like, अभी ये Instagram पे कैसे ढूंढूं? Brand persona कैसे ढूंढूं? But we found out somehow, and we realized these are all brand customers. And that time there was idea that what if we turn customers into influencers? And there are how many people are working on it? None. And we turn everyone, and then we realized that everyone started creating content. Everyone has a one-two post on Instagram. कोई ने YouTube चैनल मेरा भी नहीं है, पर मेरे पास 40-50 पोस्ट तो मेरे Instagram पे भी है. What if I start monetizing that? I maybe have 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers who are my friends and family.
Exactly.
And that's how the idea came in, and that's how we met Rij. And with Rij also, it's a very funny story how we met. We got this idea. We tried 2-3 products, but वो fail हुआ. E-commerce try किया, SaaS tool try किया. बाद में हमने बोला कि कार्ड ही चालू करना पड़ेगा. We have to get into the card business. So we need funding for that. So we started talking to investors, and we were like, who are the right investors to invest? Are the industry folks. If industry folks are backing your idea, that means you are good to go. So we had called Miss Malini. Malini Agarwal, like, would you like to invest? So she told me I can invest and this and that, but then she didn't give us like confirmation yet. And that time, after 2-3 days, Malini called back and I have a friend who is like in Mumbai now again, and who worked in loyalty space, also an influencer. Why don't you speak? I think it will be a good match. My thing was, abhi tak funds raise nahi kiya. I asked Malin, do you want me to hire him? There was an actual thing, like, what is it? Like, I don't know. So like, okay, I spoke to Rich. 1.5 hours, 2 hours, we spoke on the phone. 2 days later, he came to our office. 3rd day we started working together.
Wow.
And that was how it happened. And वो जब भी आया, वो आया एकदम lavish गाड़ी में, मैं ढूंढ रहा था कौन आया. I was ashamed to take him to the office also. Like office भी नहीं दिखानी है मुझे कि उसको इधर से रवाना bye bye करना.
But the vibes were in place.
Correct.
You know, you just saw it that these guys.
Yeah. Why just influencers? Why not, just everybody? And so we said, let's make Gully mein influencer.
Perfect. How many active users do you have?
We have 600,000 people on our waitlist today.
600,000 people.
We have 600,000 people on our waitlist today, and it's growing every day. So we have about 20,000 people that have downloaded the app that we've said, yes, you can accept. And so they're in various stages of signing up. But that's because we're extremely picky on the kind of people that we do. We can actually just open the tab and get, a couple of 100,000 people in. But that would not add value to the brands. The brands will come back and say, what kind of, shout outs are you getting us?
And the problem with onboarding a lot of people at once might come at a cost of reducing the value of cashback.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
आप मुझे एक चीज बताओ कि इस ऐसे केस में जहाँ पे आप लोगों को मना कर रहे हो, like you are putting people on the wait list, how would you define your brand and what's your marketing strategy?
So for us, one of the things that we said always is that we will always be invite only. We will go through the metrics to see if these people are eligible. If you are eligible, you will eventually get in for sure, right? There's no question about it. But if you're not eligible, you will immediately be given a message saying that, unfortunately, at this time, you're not eligible. Maybe you can up your social media game. In fact, we tied up with Saurav Jain to create a course on...
I saw that.
Yeah. And the idea with that course is that up your game. You will become eligible. And when you are eligible, you will be taken in.
I'll tell you also very important thing, which is जुलाई में हमने बीटा चालू किया था.
Yeah.
वैसा लॉन्च नहीं किया था. लॉन्च तो हमने 31 अगस्त को हमारी लॉन्च पार्टी किया, तब भी हमने लॉन्च किया 1 सितंबर को.
Wow.
So हमने बोला कि अभी चलो we have built the tech, we have gotten like little bit of understanding about the market, चलो अभी चालू करते हैं. तो हमारा first few influencers के साथ हमने चालू किया because we come from that background.
Yeah.
That is the best way of marketing. That's what we believe. So we got one influencer called Paritosh. उसके पास 5,000 followers थे, सिर्फ 5,000 followers. अभी वो reach out किया कि I love your brand, love the concept and everything. Can I make a video? I will charge 5,000 rupees. I was like भाई मेरे पास पैसा ही नहीं है.
सही है.
तो ये like okay काम करना कि आप जो देना दे देना. मतलब मैं वीडियो बनाता हूँ, जो देना देना. The way he explained the video, even I couldn't explain that video so well. That is the power of influencers, right? And he posted it. Do you want to guess how many views we got on the guy who has 5,000 followers on a reel?
2 lakhs.
200,000 views?
Yeah.
15 million views.
50. Wow. Wow.
15 million
And आपने
views.
क्या दिया उन्हें फिर?
No, that's not important. What's important is, in a couple of hours, our waitlist system crashed because we had people signing up. We had 100 people signing up every minute to the waitlist. Within 12 hours of having posted that video, we had 100,000 people on our waitlist, and that video had reached like some 5 million views. And over the next 5 days, every day we had 100 people signing up every minute.
Wow. And this is a business lesson in itself.
Yeah.
अगर आप, if your total addressable market
Correct.
is huge,
Yeah.
and if you have built something which can reach people
Yeah.
without hiring additional person every
Yeah.
single time, that's the
Absolutely.
power of tech.
Absolutely.
Then you can get
Yeah.
that valuation, you can make money very early. That's what Facebook also did, right?
Absolutely.
In 2006-7, right out of Stanford or Harvard.
Yeah.
This guy built a platform which now has 3 billion
Correct.
active users.
Yeah. And eventually, to answer your question earlier about what we paid Paritosh, eventually we paid him 200 rupees a sign up for 300,000 people.
Wow. Wow. So as an investor, like I look at 3 metrics before investing in a business. One is of course TAM, we have spoken about it intensively. Second is scalability, and third is moat. So what is the moat of this business so that you can capture the market and be one of the big players out there?
Our moat is very important, like is the experience, what we give to our users. And so such personalized experience, imagine we give out tickets of biggest concerts for free. And that is, and it's not like we are paying for it. Like पैसा खर्चा करने के लिए तो बहुत है, right? So one of the thing is to give that experience, that we know that how to give that experience to the users, and also for the brands, like type of brands, getting the right brands to the right users is very important.
True.
Like scale करना था मैं कब का कर लिया होता.
Yeah.
But we are so careful about getting the right people for the right brands, and then slowly scaling up. And because to understand and learn, keep on learning is very important. Also, we come from 7 years of experience in the creator space.
Of course.
That is the biggest thing. Like do you want to guess his age?
31, 32.
He has 20 years of experience. Now again
41.
48.
Wow, you are a good looking 40-year-old. Yeah.
48 years old.
Yeah.
Now he comes with 20 years of experience in building loyalty programs. He himself is an influencer. He had consulted brands across categories, and he knows how to build brands from marketing point of view, from the loyalty point of view, from the retention point of view.
Yeah, so industry insights is one
Very
moat.
important.
One moat, and the second moat you said is
Experience of the
experience and kind of spoiling the user. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's talk about your Shark Tank experience, right?
Yeah,
You
sure.
said that within a month of launching the product, you were there. You were pitching, right?
Yeah.
So isn't there any minimum eligibility or some kind of metric that Shark Tank looks at before shortlisting their candidates? Because even I and a lot of people are curious. What is the eligibility process of being able to reach and talk to the...
So I think the first time I remember, the Shark Tank applications were coming out the next day, And someone had mentioned, the Shark Tank applications are going to come out in a couple of days. And we were saying it'd be pretty cool to be on Shark Tank. I think it'd be fun. And we said this, and we said, okay, so whenever it comes out, we should fill the form. We said, okay, and we went back to work. The next morning, I get a call. I'm calling from Shark Tank. Would you guys like to apply?
Wow.
So they called us, and I, out of curiosity, I said, what, do you guys call people to ask them to apply? And they said, if we find a business model, very unique, or we think that it could be an exciting prospect for the viewers, a business that could kind of help a lot of people out there, then yes, we do. So I was like, hell yeah, we'd like to apply. There's no question about it. Right? So they sent us this link. You follow this thing. There are no eligibility criteria.
Oh.
You have to have a registered business.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the one thing. But that first form is it's kind of long, but more than the form, they had I think she called me, that girl, Poonam, I remember, she was really sweet. She called me almost every day and we spoke for an hour. She was just trying to understand more about us, how we met, what our background
We individually did a call also, I remember. Individually, she took an interview of everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And understanding our business, what the model is, what our revenue model is, all of that. And this went on. And then she sent us a link to fill up the first application form. You fill that up. It's about 10 pages long. You fill that up. It's not multiple choice questions, so you got to sit down and answer everything. So you fill that, and then in a couple of days they'll say if you've gone through that phase, then they send you the next form, which is really long. Extremely long. It took.
And very open. I know his reaction. Oh, one more form.
And that form was really long. And at the end of that, they said you have to send in a video audition in Hindi.
नमस्ते शार्क, मैं हूँ दिशांत
और मैं हूँ यश और मेरा नाम है रिज और हम तीनों मिलके वाइल्ड बनाए दुनिया का सबसे पहला सोशल करेंसी पेमेंट.
And then we did that. We did this video audition thing we sent in, and then they said we'll let you know if you get past this. Then we'll call you in for a physical audition, not with the Sharks but with their team.
Okay.
So a couple of weeks later, we got that call. We went in to a hotel, and they had the whole setup. It's kind of the same setup, except that you're working with their production team.
Yeah.
And they have a financial person on board as well who will ask you absolute relevant financial questions as well. So we did that, and then they said we'll let you know. And then, like, for a month and a half, radio silence, and we said, shit, what happened?
Yeah.
And then suddenly one Friday evening, we were in the office, and suddenly I get a call saying, you've been selected for the pitch. Your shoot is next Friday.
Wow.
So it was literally a week. And and then we scrambled because we had no prep, we had no plan, because we knew this was coming, but we didn't really. And then they said, so that was a Friday, and they said your shoot is next Friday. On Wednesday and Thursday, you will come into Film City, where you will spend the day with us, and we will go through your pitch. We'll figure out what you want to put as display. And so we spent 2 days there. Yeah, so that's what happened. And then Friday morning we were the first pitch.
How long was the pitch?
It was about an hour and 45 minutes. I remember at one point Namita saying, "Listen, it's been an hour and 45 minutes. Let's decide." But the point was that they were all fighting. We were not.
And it was like they were not yet stopped with the questions.
And how deep were their questions? Did these guys go in depth?
Very deep. Very deep.
Yeah, extremely deep. Which obviously they couldn't show everything on
Of course.
in the final pitch.
And which shark had the best questions or the best insights about the business?
I think Amit, Piyush, and Anupam had the most.
Anupam, because he has also invested in a lot of creator-backed startups.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Okay.
one of the
He
reasons
understands
why
them.
we also chose him, because he has a lot of understanding about the creator economy.
Yeah. I have one question, right? Anupam had the same question, and I want to talk about it. He said that you are basically eating up the potential revenue of those social media platforms, right? I'll explain what he meant when he said this. Instagram makes money when you guys spend a lot of time, when all of us spend a lot of time, and in the middle they show a few ads, okay, and they make money off it. Here, if their strategy works really well, and if it becomes cheaper than performance marketing and social media marketing, then a lot of brands will reduce their budget towards Instagram, Facebook, and spend more on Wyld.
So I agree somewhere. Like, that's a challenge one we will be facing very soon. When you're eating or taking any pie of anyone's cake, you're going to get backlash. But think about this way now. Today, as a person myself, when Wyld was not there, I used to post once in a month. But now, I'm posting much more and increasing the content on Instagram.
Nice. So the overall
Benefit of
going up.
content, now Instagram will, if they do something, I'm ready to go on another platform. Now imagine people like, okay, I don't care, like मुझे पैसा कमाना है, मैं दूसरे platform पे जाऊँगा,
Yeah.
वहाँ content चालू कर दूँगा. तो the power what we will also have, we'll have to come on a middle ground and do a deal with it.
Yeah. You said that all the sharks were fighting, right? And it was also visible in the TV.
Yeah.
Do you think you could have negotiated for a better deal?
We ran out of time. We had to just answer yes or no, and we were like, okay.
Okay. At this point, where are you spending the most? Like, is it employees? Is it tech? Is it the fixed cost?
Both. It's a tech and salaries. So the one thing what we are spending the most. Marketing, as I mentioned, like we don't spend at all.
Okay.
But even if we spend, like it is like a hygiene check what we do, which is like negligible pennies. That you do. That's it.
So this is the rapid fire round. Okay?
Okay.
You guys have to answer
All right.
by the fly. Okay. First question. Okay. Was Anupam your first choice?
For us, whoever gave us the best valuation would be the best choice.
Understood. Understood. But if you had an option,
Yeah.
okay, you already got the option. But who was your first preference?
Ideally, it would have been Anupam.
Both of you had 2,000 followers, and if you were a Wyld customer, which was the first brand you would have created content for to get cash back?
PVR.
PVR.
Love movies.
I guess a social.
Social.
Or a Smokehouse Delhi, yeah.
Smokehouse Jelly. Perfect. Perfect. Which brand has gotten the highest return in terms of reach from Wyld?
I would say Soul Store. Soul Store and social.
And social.
And social.
Yeah.
Which shark had the best insights for your business?
Anupam.
Yeah.
And the last question is, what is the most difficult brand that you guys have worked with while onboarding on your platform?
Maybe Westside.
Westside? Oh, nice. I bought this from Westside.
Westside, they actually grilled us.
Okay.
Like, कौन आएगा, कैसे आएगा, can we select this influencer, can we do this?
Sahi hai. That was the last question.
Right.
I had a pleasure talking to you guys.
It was
so much
pleasure.
fun.
It was actually a lot of fun.
And I'm sure that this idea, like I am super bullish, this is not sponsored at all, ठीक है?
पैसे बाद में ले लेना.
बाद में ले लेंगे, ठीक है? But I am super bullish on this idea. Like
you.
it checks
Thank you so much.
checks all the boxes for me as an investor.
Thank you so
right?
much.
And देखते हैं आगे जाके best of luck for everything.
Thank you
Thank
very
you, man.
much.
Thank you so much for watching this video till the end.
And also subscribe this channel.
Subscribe to my channel, and if you found anything insightful, please hit the like button.
Okay, what if we give you first 500 subscribers, if they are eligible, to give them an invite code?
Yeah, please
To
बताओ.
jump the wait list.
Yeah, so to jump the wait list, the first 500 people who have subscribed his channel after our videos are
Maybe
live will get an invite code from our side.
Perfect. Now you guys have an incentive to because 95% of the people watch these videos, देखते हैं पूरा मजे से देखते हैं but subscribe नहीं करते. Now for this,
There we go.
For this card, you guys need to subscribe. Goodbye and see you guys next time.